Hi everyone, my name's Bargain Ann, and today we're going to go through my debt and our repayment plan, my monthly budget, and we're going to count how our jars are looking entering the 4th week of the month, and any upcoming bills and payments and how we're going to finagle to get around that. So, to begin, this is my debt, and we have a personal line of credit at 13.27%, and the total is $2,500. We have our property tax, which is at 1.25%, and the amount owing is $1,689.82. Next up, we have another line of credit, which is at 12.68%, and the amount owing is $34,282. And then we have our car, which is at 6.99%, and we have $188 and 34 cents remaining. And finally, we have our mortgage at 5.95%, and we have $195,706.62 remaining. So our total for our our total for our debt outside of our mortgage is $63,660.36. And this isn't a debt item, but we are going to the Bahamas in April of this year, and we'll need $3,500 is our goal. We just deposited $1,025 into our bank account. We've actually been saving it in this little jar that's got pigs on it with sunglasses, because we want to do the swimming with the pigs when we get there. So stay tuned for that. We're going end of April, so by April we will need the remainder, but today I'm going to add some money to this number once we count the jars. So that's our total amount of debt. So in terms of our debt repayment plan, we want to pay Bahamas by April. I want to be done with our property tax by January. I know it's the lowest interest rate, but because the number is so high, I don't want to lose our house. So I'm going to pay that off first. The next goal is this line of credit, because it is at the next highest interest rate. So I want that paid by February. Let's call it March. Actually, I want it paid by March of this year, or I want it paid by March of 2025. And then the next one, the personal line of credit, will be October 2025. And the car will be sometime in 2026. So we're not looking that far ahead, but we're going to look a year out and try and tackle these 3 items. Also, this is the lowest amount owing the property tax, so I guess that is the snowball method rather than the avalanche. And then of course this one by April. Okay, so now let's look at our budget for the month. We have how many items? We have 9 items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. So we have 9 items in our budget for the month. The first one is gifts. The amount we started out with was $80. And without having to count, I can tell you there's still $80 left in here. But this will be getting cracked open this week. We actually have a birthday party to go to next week for my cousin. So we're gonna end up, or sorry, for my niece. So we're gonna end up using some of this money, and then obviously next month is Christmas. So we might roll over the remainder because it's also our daughter's birthday next month. So that's our gift budget. The next up is eating out. Hopefully you can read my writing. This one we actually haven't spent that much. So we started out with $300 for our eating out budget, and we have kind of this way actually. 2, 4, 6, 8, 100, 2, 4, 6, 8, 5, 50. Reading 500. Okay, hold on. 2, 4, 6, 8, $100. And then, so 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, $200, and 30, 20, 30, 40, 244, 75, 85. So 244.85. So we have 244.85 remaining. 244.85. Perfect. So we've been doing really well with not eating out at all this month, which is great. We've been just eating at home. The next step is transportation. So we started with $100 and then we ended up with $20, $25, $30 left, which should be enough to get us through the rest of the month. Next up, we've got our discretionary spending, which is $400. So this is anything we need for the kid or anything fun we want to buy for ourselves. I'm thinking of rolling it over into next month and maybe buying myself something for Christmas. I'm not sure totally yet. I have some ideas of how I want to use it, but I'm also kind of just want to not spend it. So we'll see. So we started out with 400. Let's see how I count this. 50. So $100. 50, $200, and then 2, 4, 6, 8, $300, and 10, 310, 314, 25, 30, 40, 50, 60. So $314.60 is left over. This is for both of us. So far, I actually haven't spent any, so it's all been my partner, which is fine. We try and kind of divvy it up 200 each, so he's got a little bit left over. Okay, next up is home maintenance. So we actually have a tenant moving into our basement apartment next month, so I have to spend a little bit probably just fixing some things around the basement. The faucet's broken, So I'm wondering if I should just swap out the vanity because it's really dated and get a new one, or just buy a faucet. But I'll see what I see on Marketplace. And then I have to buy some trim actually to finish upstairs. We still are in renovation mode here, so we're trying to get that figured out. So the amount remaining, or what do we start off with? $300. We started off with 300. 2, 4, 6, 8, 100, 2, 4, 6. So we have one. Okay, that's not right. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 100, 2, 4, 6. So 160, 75, $1. So 161.30 remaining. 16130 remaining for home maintenance. And then we have entertainment. So we actually just bought a ticket to go see Gladiator tonight. But I think that's the only thing we've spent so far. Started off with 120. And we've got 2, 4, 6, 80, $6 left over. I think that's all we spent entertainment wise. And Coda and Maisie. So this is for our cat and dog, this jar. I'll just call it pets. We started off with 150, and we had to do a few things. We had to renew the tag for my dog this month. So that's one thing we had to do. So we got 20. Oh, we started with 150. And we had to buy cat litter. We haven't actually bought dog food because we haven't made it through last month's dog food, and I actually want to switch her dog food. So I'm going to have to wait till next week, until the beginning of next month, and then probably buy her dog food. We have a lot left, but I just want to gradually add the new food in. So out of 150, we've got 20, 25, 30, $6, and 50, 60, 75 cents. $31.75. I think that's what I said. Okay, so the next one is health and fitness. So we started off with $80, and we needed to do a refill on our vitamins. So that ate up a lot of our money. They had like a buy one, get one 50% off sale, but it's still very expensive getting vitamins. So we got 11, 50, 65 left over. They also gave me a US. Great. And then last up is groceries. So this is where all of our money went this month. Unsurprisingly, we started off with $600 because that's how much it costs now to feed 3 people for a month. And as you can see, most of it's gone, but we didn't eat out. So I think that's the trade-off, is we spent all of our money on groceries. So $60, $61.35. Right, $61.35. So let me add up this total. Okay, so the total is actually $102.50. And our total budget for the month was $21.30. So the amount left over, so $1108.50. is the amount left over. So we're 3/4 of the way through the month and we've got just over half left over. So the plan for the rest of this cash is we're going to need new brakes. So we're taking the car in on Monday. I think all 4 brakes need to be redone. So probably it'll cost around this. We also have some money in our accounts to go towards debt repayment. So the plan typically is to have about $500 left over each month to go towards the Bahamas trip. But until then, we'll know next week once we take the car and we see how much the brakes cost. I think it'll be around $1,200, but I have no idea. I'm just guessing. So we'll see. And now to see how much we have remaining for Bahamas, count the amount in here. We've got 100 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, $8, $8.50, 60, 70, 80, 90, $9. So 109 we've got, and we've just been earning this money by selling things and any kind of pocket change that we found around the house. So it's very loose. It's just like a very it's just kind of all of our leftover money is going towards this Bahamas trip. So we have $109 that we also put towards it. So in total, we've put towards, let me calculate that. I'm not good with math, so total we've put $1134 towards the Bahamas trip. So left over we have $2,366. So if we try and spend, how many months do we have? We have about 4 months to go, so we want to put away almost $600 a month. I guess we have 5 months because it's not till the end of April. So we want to put aside about $473.20. So let's call it $475. So that's our monthly goal to have left over in these jars for the Bahamas. So I think we're doing pretty well. We'll see the brake situation. Unfortunately, that's got to get fixed because we need a safe, reliable vehicle. One other thing is I've got a truck I'm trying to sell. Hopefully that'll get listed sometime next week, and that way hopefully someone buys it. We just don't have the parking spot for it right now, and we'd rather have that cash than another vehicle, especially to kind of have more of a buffer and an emergency fund. Okay, so that's everything. I hope you guys enjoyed walking through this with me. I'm hoping to make this a weekly item on my to-do list, and I hope to see you back here soon. Thank you.